Hey everyone, my name is Josh Oswald, and welcome to Mole Movies, where every week I watch a movie that's somewhat underappreciated, underground, or straight up forgotten about, and then I give you my thoughts on them and what I like so much about them. Don't worry, I won't be pulling any 1923 Serbian silent films told from the perspective of a sad shoelace, but we might get there eventually. So with all that out of the way, let's get talking about today's film, The Sisters Brothers, directed by Jacques Audiard and released in the US on September 21st, 2018. Oregon, 1851. During the peak of the California gold rush in the Pacific Northwest, we follow two groups of characters throughout the film. Charlie and Eli's sisters are hired guns for someone known as the Commodore, and they're searching for Herman Kermit Worm, a chemist, and John Morris, another employee of the Commodore who abandoned his mission to help Worm with his gold-seeking project. The brothers face many challenges while tracking them down, including Charlie's violent drunken fits of rage, Eli and his horse experiencing health problems, and the betrayal from Morris. The Wild West is depicted as beautiful and expansive through the cinematography, but the violence and brutality are always present, making the film tense and unpredictable, especially with the Commodore looming in the background. Despite the carnage, there are moments of brotherly care and relatable sibling tension that make the Sisters Brothers feel truly human. When we check in with Morris and Worm, Morris documents everything and becomes fascinated with Worm's vision of a possible utopia. Worm has invented a chemical formula that reveals gold in riverbeds, which is why the Commodore wants him, but the plan ultimately fails for several reasons. While the film may seem like a classic cat and mouse western, it strongly emphasizes themes of change, which each character experiences in a different way. From the beginning of the film, we see the way that Eli and Charlie talk to each other that Eli is not happy with their violent and demeaning way of life. We see Eli purchase a toothbrush to try and improve the health of his teeth. He constantly reassures himself that his leading motivation is a girl he wants to return to and not the money from the jobs, and he rejects the mission set on them by the Commodore once he learns the full details. This is the enlightening change from Eli that takes Charlie a harsh reality to come to terms with. From Worm and Morris's perspective, Worm is an optimist who doesn't want his gold profit to fuel his capitalist success. He wants it to fund a community based on sharing and communal progress, where money and competition aren't the fuel to a happy life. And this type of mindset is what influences Morris to change and abandon his violent career as well. Eli sort of resembles the root of change from a good within yourself. Morris is the change from someone enlightened to new ideals. Worm is someone pursuing change not only for himself but the community around him, and Charlie unfortunately being taught change through force. And I don't think there's a better backdrop for this type of story than the brutal, cold, unforgiving, and ever-changing Wild West. However, I'm gonna have to leave it there. This film is elegiac and visceral, so watch this where you can and form your own opinion. I would give The Sisters Brothers an 8 out of 10, and I highly recommend this to anyone who enjoyed films like True Grit, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and No Country for Old Men. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.